Hello Gemini, I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your Mercury Retrograde Tarot reading. Mercury Retrograde officially begins on August 4th or 5th, depending on where you live in the world, and it will continue until August 28th or 29th, again, depending on where you live in the world. For those of you not familiar with Mercury Retrograde, this will affect communication, technology, travel, as well as decision making. In terms of technology, Gemini, well, in terms of all four of these categories, as a Gemini ruled by Mercury, this is your ruling planet going retrograde. And during this reading, I may say hours. So just let you know, I am a Gemini sun. So this is going to affect us the hardest out of all 12 signs. So in terms of communication, we need to be really careful with our word, with our verbiage, with our communications, whether it's, face-to-face with someone in writing or anything like that, because we'll be prone to being maybe a bit more brash, maybe argumentative. Maybe when we speak the truth, the recipient takes it a little bit harder. So again, kind of want to think twice before speaking. In terms of anything written, you want to check that 2, 3, 4, 5 times as a Gemini. Be careful with any contracts you sign. Try to avoid big purchases like a vehicle or a home. If you have to, make sure, again, you're triple checking everything, dotting those I's, crossing those T's. If you have a lawyer, an accountant involved, make sure they're reviewing everything. If you don't have anyone like that involved in the purchase or acquisition, have a trusted friend or a lover or a trusted family member, advisor, someone like that to overlook things for you. In terms of travel and decision making, there's definitely a higher probability of delays and cancellations. So definitely a time for you to practice some patience, which I know doesn't come easily for us at times. And in respect to any decision making, whether you're making a decision or someone else needs to make a decision, you could find that there's a delay in that decision, or you might find yourself delaying making a decision about something very, very important. Please keep in mind this is a collective general reading. It is not individualized or personalized to you, and therefore it's quite possible that messages may come through today that don't fully resonate with you. And if that's the case, it's okay. It just means it's meant for a Gemini. I'm doing all of these readings for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. So if this doesn't resonate, just be sure to check your other placements. If you don't know what they are, pinned to the comment section will be a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. You can take a look at that, figure out what those signs are, and then come back to the channel and look at those respective readings. With all that said, Gemini, be sure to click like, share, and subscribe, and let's begin. So the way I worked this out, Gemini, when I was practicing this, and this is a classic Celtic cross spread. I've tweaked it a little bit for Mercury retrograde. So your pass is going to be really like the first week or heading into Mercury retrograde, or the first third. I really have split up Mercury retrograde into 3 different sections. So the first third, strength. By the middle portion of Mercury retrograde, we have the Chariot. So that's going to be your present situation at that time, and it's being crossed by the problem or the challenge, which is the 10 of Wands. I call that card the 10 of Burdens. So far, your cards are all in the upright. In your conscious during Mercury retrograde, what you will be thinking about over the span of this 2 to 3 week period will be the 10 of Cups. In your unconscious or your subconscious, meaning, excuse me, the wheel well of your brain, of your house, I was going to say of your brain, what you're thinking of 24/7, even though you might not realize you're thinking about it, will be the Fool card. Your future, which is the third or the last portion, that last week of Mercury retrograde, which consequently also is the last week of Leo season heading into Virgo. The future is the Queen of Pentacles. Now, your external influence could be any external party, co-workers, family, friends, lover, you name it. If you're seeing a therapist, anything like that, it's someone other than you or something other than you influencing all of this. So your external influence is the Page of Wands. Your hopes and fears during this time, Gemini, is the Knight of Swords, meaning you want communication. Your hope is to maybe receive or give communication, but your fear is, what is that communication, or how am I going to say it? This is especially important, and I'm going to clarify all these, but especially important that because we are Gemini. So we'll definitely look into all this for you. And now your influence on this whole situation is the Lovers, which means you have a incredibly important choice to make here. And this doesn't necessarily have to be in love, although the Lovers is your card, Gemini. It's the original choice card, actually, when tarot began to be like used for esoteric purposes. This was just called choice. So you definitely have some sort of choice here. And I want you to keep a very clear mind as we move through this reading. It could be in your professional, personal, or romantic life. And now the outcome is the Magician, which is also you, also you, Gemini. And I have set the intentions on this outcome card, meaning Libra season. So we're moving through the first portion of Mercury retrograde, the second portion, the final portion. Take a look at what's affecting all of that. And then a good month afterwards, right around September 23rd, 24th, is when we're going to see that Magician come into play as your most likely outcome. And I'm going to cap off the reading with some advice cards as well as Moonology cards for you. Your overall general feeling, or I should say energy, during Mercury retrograde, Gemini, is the card at the bottom of the deck, which is the Knight of Cups in the upright. So for a lot of you, this is love related. Either you wanting to be a knight in shining armor to someone, or there's someone special on your mind that you hope will be your knight in shining armor. But this is romance, this is love, this is charming and wanting to be with someone who is charming. This is also using your imagination when it comes to love. So with all that said, Gemini, now let's begin. I have no idea who's under here. We have Seven of Swords. Either dealing with someone sneaky or dealing with someone strategic. It could be you who's sneaky or you who is strategic. So let's begin to clarify. I say we are moving into Mercury retrograde, Gemini, with the Strength card here. Strength card being courage, patience, self-control, compassion. So why is the Strength card here in the upright for the Gemini collective as they're entering Mercury retrograde? Why is the Strength card here? Please and thank you. Gemini, the Strength card in the upright is being clarified by the High Priestess in the upright, the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. Interesting, because that's also your immediate future, how you're ending Mercury retrograde, and the Magician. Wow, which is your outcome come Libra season. Bottom of the deck for this, we have the Three of Swords. So Gemini, there's been some sort of breakup, and now that's the underlining energy, right? So you're entering Mercury retrograde with some sort of heartbreak. It's going to vary for each of the Geminis out there. Yes, you may have dealt with betrayal, or this is just some sort of anguish. Maybe something didn't work out, or isn't working out as well as you thought it would, or as quickly as you thought it would. You could have broken up with someone, a business partner, a family member, a best friend, a lover. There's definitely some sort of a separation, Swords being communication, so it's quite possible you're entering Mercury retrograde at something that was spoken between you and another was heartbreaking to you. Excuse me. Heartbreaking to you, disappointing to you, some type of verbal conflict that left a wound within you. What we have here is you trying to use your intuition. You're entering Mercury retrograde like, I need to use my intuition regarding this situation or this hurtful either action or conversation I had with this individual. Queen of Pentacles, extremely nurturing individual. So I believe that this is you needing to like nurture yourself, invest in yourself. The Queen is holding a pentacle. She's looking down at the pentacle. So all she's really focused on is the money. So I feel for a lot of you, this could be a shift of you just focusing on your work, your property, your prosperity, being independent, trying to become maybe even financially independent. If you're a single mother or single father, maybe you're paying extra close attention to the kids at this time, especially if you're dealing with some sort of separation. But kids or no kids, I just feel like you're entering Mercury retrograde, pouring a lot more into yourself emotionally and financially. Trying to use your intuition, trying to have patience. The High Priestess card does talk about patience, as does the Strength card. And I feel you're trying to come into your power. You're trying to have wisdom to overcome any problems or overcome any of these this heartbreaking challenge or challenges that you have been experiencing. It's almost like you're trying to see the lesson in something. Wanting to create a destiny or a new destiny for yourself. You're trying to take an initiative when it comes to your healing, when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your stability, and trying to have the power to power through whatever this Three of Swords is. So you're entering Mercury retrograde. I want to say a bit sad, depressed, maybe melancholy about something that has happened just prior to the retrograde beginning, and realizing I really need to focus on myself. You're trying to understand why this happened or why you're in the position or situation you're in. But I almost feel like you're kicking yourself in the butt here with the Magician card. And I mean that in a good way. Like, I feel like you're trying to pick yourself up by your bootstraps and saying, okay, I have to be strong and I have to get through this and I have to focus on my house and my stability and work and all of that. And I can't focus so much on this because this is too much of a distraction. So it's almost like I need strength to, I feel like a lot of you are just kind of trying to ignore it. And, you know, I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to tell you it's good or not good to ignore it. But the overall feeling I get is like I really just need to take care of me emotionally, spiritually, financially, physically. And for a lot of you, that's actually going to help heal whatever this is. But maybe on the outside, people think that you're looking for distractions. But I actually think you're looking to refocus in an effort to heal this. So by the middle of Mercury retrograde, so that would be the second week, we have the Chariot here in your present situation. The Chariot is overcoming an obstacle. It is having willpower. The Chariot is also led by the Emperor or Empress. There's only one person on this. So I feel like when I said you're coming into your power with the Magician card, I absolutely do feel that you're like, all right, I have to take control of this situation or of my life or of myself. I want victory here in whatever this is. This is very determined. This is someone who's now ready to like chart their course, move forward. You're not sitting in this very long, whatever this is. And for some of you, this is minor. For some of you, this was major. But I think that's why you're entering Mercury retrograde with the I have to heal myself and focus on other things and be strong at this time. Because what you don't see coming is by that second week, you become very assertive in moving forward from the pain. I don't necessarily think it's a person. If this is a love reading for some of you, or like a job, maybe that was heartbreaking, maybe you didn't get the promotion. We'll see what the cards show, but that's not the energy I'm getting. But again, let's see. Tell me more about this Chariot for the second week of Mercury retrograde for the Gemini collective. Why is the Chariot in the upright here? And I want to say, Gemini, both decks have 1/3 of the cards reversed. That's typically how it happens when I shuffle for these longer reads. And every card here so far has been the upright. I'm sure I just jinxed us, but every card is in the upright here. So why is the Chariot? And for me, that's always a positive sign in a Celtic cross reading. So why is the Chariot here in the upright? One more shuffle here, please, Anne. Thank you. The Chariot in the upright is being clarified by the Two of Wands in the upright, the Judgment in the upright, and the Four of Swords in the upright. So still doing a little more healing. Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. There's some lingering sentiment here of remorse or regret. Now, it doesn't mean, again, that the situation is over, the job is over, the relationship is over. There's just some lingering emotional trauma. Maybe trauma is too harsh of a word. Could be guilt for some of you. Could just be mourning. There's obviously a connection here that is weakening or has been weakened. So I just feel like this is some lingering sadness over that. The Chariot, though, was clarified by the Two of Wands in the upright, the Judgment, and the Four of Swords. I like seeing the Four of Swords because the Four of Swords tells me you're really focused on healing by that middle portion of Mercury retrograde. And don't laugh, Jem, because you're going to go through the same tongue twisting thing that I'm going through because it's going to affect our communication. So just be patient with me. I shall be patient with you. Four of Swords. Behind the wall here, we have the Three of Swords, which we saw at the bottom of the deck at the onset of the reading there. So you're healing and you're gaining knowledge. Ace of Swords is that fourth sword. So I feel like when you come out of this, you have this mental clarity, this breakthrough moment of looking into your future, being at a crossroads, having to make a decision, planning for your future, rebirthing your life, maybe even rebirthing a connection if this is like a love connection. So I like this a lot for you. Very focused on like a new life, making good judgment. This card could also talk about like having the ability to forgive the past or transgressions done to you. Yes, some lingering, I don't even want to call it resentment, some lingering pain that it even occurred, but willing to forgive and move on. Something new here, a renewal. For some of you, this is a renewal in a connection. But that Two of Wands in this deck talks about someone who's now valuing their, evaluating their options and valuing themselves. This is someone who's looking for new possibilities, looking for progress, wanting to expand their life. I almost feel like a lot of you are leaving something behind with that Chariot card. And it could be a person, place, or thing. And the reason why I say that is the energy here I'm getting is in the Two of Wands card, there's two wands, obviously, right? No brainer there. But one wand is tethered to this wall, to this castle wall. So this is tried and true. This is something we've been at for a good hot minute, right? But in the hand is the Page of Wands. Or the Ace of Wands, and it's loose. It's a loosey-goosey, it's a new passionate beginning, and in your hand is the globe. So I feel like you have the world in your hand, or the world is your oyster kind of thing. So really almost like a daydreamy feel of, okay, I'm healing. I want to move forward. I want a rebirth in my life, a rebirth in my career, a rebirth in my living environment, a rebirth in my relationship, or a rebirth in love, right? Some lingering hurt from what was done or said, but I'm ready. This is like the overall feeling I'm getting here is like I'm ready. I've healed enough. I know the truth now. I'm waking up with this Ace of Swords. I'm ready for like a new life. And I'm ready to go. The feeling I'm getting here is like I'm ready. I'm ready to go. So whatever this is, you're ready to go. Now, all that good feeling is being challenged by the Ten of Wands in the upright, which talks about responsibility in this deck, stress, hard work, burdens. So maybe you want to go, but you have a lot of burdens. Or maybe you want to go, but it's a little stressful to go. So let's see. Tens in tarot, regardless of the deck a tarot reader uses, always means it's an end. So I do feel like it's an end. So as a problem, this could be, how do you bring an end to the burdens in order to move forward? Or what can you do to alleviate the stress in moving forward? Let's see what tarot has. Why is the problem or challenge here, the Ten of Wands in the upright? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. The Ten of Wands in the upright, Gemini, is being clarified by the Knight of Pentacles in the upright, the Six of Swords in the upright. Oh, you're moving. Ten of Cups, Gemini, which also is in your consciousness. So, bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands. Remember I said the person is holding two wands. One is kind of tried and true, tethered to the past. And the other one is what the individual, which would be you or I, right, looking out into the future with. There's your Ace of Wands. Your problem or your challenge is, how do I move forward towards my ultimate happiness, my Ten of Cups, when I have all of this stress or all of these burdens? So the conclusion you make, I feel, is to move forward in love, move forward in a new job, a new endeavor, buy a new home, or just changing your living situation, your living circumstances. Lots of, like, remember what I said? I was feeling like, all right, let's go. Like, this is like, let's go. I'm ready to go. And then it's like, whoa, wait a minute. What do I do about A, B, C, D? And what about EFG? And this is typical Gemini analysis paralysis during Mercury retrograde, because we are detail orientated as it is. But in Mercury retrograde, we forget how adaptable we are. We forget how we can easily almost be like a chameleon, right? When we need to be and like shift and change to our environment. But during Mercury retrograde, there's a hesitation to that. There's a pause. I don't want to call it a pause. There's a slowdown of it for us with that Knight of Pentacles. And I feel that's sort of what slows down the movement here. It's like you're yes, ready to go for whatever or whomever this is. And then it's like your brain starts kicking in, or our brain starts kicking in. Wait a minute. Well, how can I move so quickly towards my Ten of Cups? Because I have to deal with all of this other stuff, or all of this other stuff is in the way. And this could be lots of different things. You may want to move, and it's like, well, how am I going to pack up everything? I'm one person, right? How am I going to pack up everything? Or I'm taking care of a parent, right? How do I pack up when I'm taking care of a parent? Or I'm a single parent. We saw that with that Queen of Pentacles, could be King of Pentacles, right? If you're a single parent, you're like, whoa, well, what am I going to do? How am I going to do all this with the kids? Or there's definitely some burden or stress that presents a challenge to you not being able to move as quickly as you want towards your Ten of Cups. Could be a financial challenge. Could be, like I said, you're taking care of a child or parent. Could be a vehicle issue or a transportative issue. Remember, during Mercury retrograde, travel, there are delays and cancellations. This could be some of you wanting to travel to whomever or whatever you deem to be your Ten of Cups, but maybe you have a delay or cancellation in your flight or your train or your, something like that, or you have an automobile issue and you can't get to that person, place, or thing. Maybe you have an interview. So the challenge is the burdensome thing here slows you down. There's a slowdown, a delay, which there is a higher probability of delays and cancellations during Mercury retrograde. So the good news is, Gemini, whatever this is you're healing from, you have the strength to heal from it. By the middle portion of Mercury retrograde, you make the decision to move forward with something or with someone. There's this lighter feel to you with that Ace of Wands, very excited, passionate, new, creative beginning. For some of you, this is intimacy. Let's be honest. This is the phallic symbol of tarot. Oh, right behind that, we have the Death card, which does talk about rebirth in this deck. So for some of you, you're going back to a past love, something like that. Again, take these messages how they resonate. There's just a little bit of a slowdown here with your burdens or your stresses. So I just want you to be mindful of that. Now, in your consciousness, what you knowingly think of majority of the time is your happiness, whatever that is for you. In work, it could be a job that, kind of is your happily ever after job. You like doing it, you get paid well. In a love relationship, or this could be family, thinking about your family. How will this decision affect your family? For others of you, it's creating a family or being with whomever you deem to be your ultimate happiness. Some person out there that you look and you say, okay, our values are aligned, and this person, I could live under a whatever. I can live under a bridge with this person for the rest of my life and I would be happy. They'd be my Ten of Cups. So tell me more about the Ten of Cups. This is what Gemini is thinking about consistently during the middle portion of Mercury retrograde. One more shuffle here, Gem, please, and thank you. The Ten of Cups and the upright is being clarified by Two of Swords because you got to make a decision. Decision. Two of Pentacles, more decision. And the Strength card, again, that's twice. Bottom of the deck here, we have Knight of Cups, which is the overall feeling. Gemini, I feel for a lot of you, and we've seen this in your reading, either you or your person has to make a decision to leave behind someone or something else in order to be together. So if you want to take this as a love reading, there's a decision here, weighing the options, having the strength to leave behind the family. If this is in job and work related, you have a job that you really love. It's your ultimate happiness. It's your Ten of Cups, but your finances are struggling. And now you have a job offer from a place that can help you better balance your finances. And you're like, crap, now I have to make a decision between something I really love to do, but the need to have a job that pays me more. And I feel like you're going to try to really tap into all of your energy resources to make this decision. Excuse me. It's almost like you want to tame the beast, because that Chariot energy is like go, go, go. And remember I said it's like, oh, whoa, slow down. We have to think about all these other burdens or responsibilities. That's what you're consciously thinking about. You're consciously thinking about these burdens, these responsibilities. And trying to make a decision on how to deal with them. So how do you leave a job that you really love? Or how do you leave a person you've been with for a long time, or a family? Maybe you live with your parents and you're like, oh crap, now I have to make a decision to go out on my own. I really want to. Chariot, I want to do that today. I want to do that now. But do I really have the money or the financial stability to do that, right? Are my parents going to be upset with that Ten of Cups card? Maybe they rely on you for something. So maybe it's going to take a lot of strength to tell the job you want to leave, right? To give your notice. Or it's going to take you a lot of strength to tell the spouse or partner you want to leave or end the connection. Might take a lot of strength to tell someone else you want to move towards them. Again, this could be you or your person. Because we've been seeing that kind of flip-flop around in your energy over the last 2 months. So Definitely a big choice here to make in respect to your Ten of Cups. What is your Ten of Cups? Who is your Ten of Cups? Does it require you to leave a person, place, or thing? If so, how do you get the strength and courage to tell that person, place, or thing that? So that's really what you are thinking about during that middle portion of Mercury retrograde. Now, your unconsciousness, that's the wheel well of your house you're not really aware of. This is 24/7 hamster on the wheel, right? Going round and round and round. I want to take the chance and go for it. You just want to go for it. You want a new beginning at work, a new living environment, a place to call your own person, this relationship, another relationship, whatever it is. In the wheel well of your house, it's like kind of like, God damn it, let's just go. And that's that feeling of the Chariot. So I think by the time you get to the middle of Mercury retrograde, the reason why you're feeling the urge of the Chariot, it's almost like, I don't want to lose this opportunity. I have to do it now, now, now. This is a battle. I told Aries this. Gemini, if you have a high placements of Aries, like in your, obviously not your sun, you're probably watching this because it's your sun, but if you have it in like your moon, your rising, maybe even your north node, although this isn't typically a north node reading, but or your Venus or your Jupiter, you might want to take a look at that Aries reading. It was a little similar to this feeling of wanting to go, 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 but then like kind of stopping yourself. So why is the Fool here? What is this new beginning that you're thinking about, Gemini, on this repetitive 24/7 loop? What will Gemini be thinking of during Mercury retrograde? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Gemini, you're going to be thinking about the Ace of Swords in the upright, the Page of Pentacles in the upright, see me smirk, Page of Cups in the upright, bottom of the deck, Three of Cups. Gemini, what you are repetitively thinking about is some sort of reunion, pleasure, the good things in life, who you want to share the good things in life with, getting together with someone, reuniting with someone, reconciling with someone. What you're constantly thinking about is this breakthrough moment of clarity you have, that you know exactly where you need to be, where you want to be, where you want to plant a new seed, have a new beginning, who you want to offer that new beginning to, who you want to offer this cup of love or this apology to. That's what's going on in your head. It's like it's what I told Aries, it's like your head and your heart are fighting. Your head is trying to be the black and white spreadsheet typical Gemini, and your heart is like, no, I need to go towards my Ten of Cups. I need to go. You have the Ten of Cups here twice, Gemini. You have the Knight of Cups as your overall mood, and then it was your underlining energy for one of these. So it's almost like a battle between head and heart. I don't know if a lot of you have water as your moon, because the moon rules emotions. But it's definitely a battle between heart and mind. You're going to end up going, Gemini. I don't think you see that coming. You're going to end up going. Queen of Pentacles is in your future. By the time you get to that third week of Mercury retrograde, which is like last week of Leo season, entering Virgo season, once you get to that phase, kind of that last week of August, you're sitting in Queen of Pentacles. Why is that? Why is the Queen of Pentacles relevant for Gemini? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Queen of Pentacles in the upright is being clarified by Six of Cups in the upright, Five of Cups in the upright, Seven of Swords in the upright. Ooh. Bottom of the deck, the World. Gemini, either you... Okay. This might be a little bit of a trigger warning for a cross-watcher. Now, if you don't know what cross-watcher is someone who's watching a sign that doesn't pertain to them. So it's their boss's sign, their best friend's sign, their spouse's sign, their partner's sign, because they want to get the goods on that person. So if you're cross-watching this, it's a little bit of a trigger warning. Gemini, you're leaving someone behind. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Is someone you saw or see as a soulmate, soul bond. Might have been with this person a long time. The World card is at the bottom of the deck, followed by the Four of Cups. You're rejecting this individual. You're emotionally rejecting this individual. You do have grief and loss over it, but you're going to strategically find a way to exit this connection. If this is a work environment, Gemini, where for whatever reason there's been some heartbreak, maybe you didn't get the promotion you thought, you didn't get the promotion you thought you would, or the promotion you were promised, and you're sitting on this, but I really love this job, but I'm getting an offer to make more money elsewhere, or I could go out on my own and make more money. I think by the middle of August, you're like, damn it, I'm going to do it. And then your mind's like, wait a minute, be practical, because tomorrow, the electricity bill is due. How the hell are you going to pay it? And inside of you is like the Fool card, like go, 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 go. You're entering Mercury retrograde feeling. I don't think you're going to do it yet. We're going to keep going on the clarification. But cups are feelings, and we have 2 cup cards here with the 6 of cups and the 5 of cups. And then we have the 7 of swords. So that's communication. So I'm not sure if you're physically doing it. I'm going to clarify further for you. But definitely emotionally and mentally, you're going to look for a way to be very stealth and strategic-like and leave behind whatever person, place, or thing this is. And you might be sitting there now watching this going, nope, I'm not going to do it. If it's not you, it's your person. But I'm telling you, my cards don't lie. I've been saying that for quite a long time now, and they don't. Now, if it's not your message, check your other placements. But you or someone very close to your energy, because this is really strong that I'm getting it. It could be both of you. Could be you and your person. Maybe the Magician and the Queen of Pentacles is 2 different people here, or the Magician and the High Priestess could be 2 different people. But there's definitely this, for a lot of you, this is third party. I got to be quite honest with you. I have too many 3s here, or too many cards that equate to 3, like the 2 of Wands and the Page of Wands, or the Ace of Wands is the 3 of Wands. The 2 of Swords is making a decision between 2 different things. 2 of Pentacles making a decision between 2 different things. 2 of Wands making a decision between 2 different things. The Lovers making a choice between 2 different things. 5 of Cups is crying over 3 cups. 3 cups of love that have spilled. 7 of Swords. This person is taking 4 swords and being sneaky, walking away while leaving 3 swords, the third party situation, in the back, behind them. This is like a multiple party situation. Take it how it resonates, Gemini, but you're leaving it behind. So I don't know what point you are on the triangle here, Gemini, if this is third party, but you or your person is leaving behind a third party situation. Absolutely. With great disappointment, but doing it nonetheless. Okay. Now, your external influence. What an external influence could be: coworkers, could be friends, could be an advisor, a therapist, a parent, a lover, a partner, spouse, whatever. Could be your children, right? Because the Page of Wands is a younger energy, which is really nothing, because Gemini is known to be youthful. But anyway, you have an outside source, outside person that's influencing all of this for you. You're closing out a cycle, or a cycle is closing out for you. If you're single, maybe you're going to become coupled. If you're coupled, maybe you're going to single. There's definitely I want to say, lifestyle choice here, whether it's in your professional or your romantic life. There's a lifestyle that's being changed. Someone's leaving behind one lifestyle for another. Tell me about this Page of Wands. This is your external influence. So during this whole 2 to 3 week period here, Gemini, something is going to be influencing you heavily. What is it? Why is the Page of Wands here? What is this external influence? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. The external influence, Gemini, if it's 4 of Wands, family, home life, Wheel of Fortune, and the Sun card. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. You have someone with water in their sun, moon, or rising. They could be like a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Or they have that like in their moon or rising. This person makes you incredibly happy. This person, it offers you something of celebration. You see this person as good luck. I feel like this person is bringing a lot of happiness into your life. this is your external influence. This could be someone, this is a minor arcana card to the Fool card, the Page of Wands. So this person could be very lighthearted. They could be younger than you. They don't necessarily have to be. But this is someone with great enthusiasm. This is my Lewis and Clark, right, of pages. If you've seen my readings before, you know that's what I refer to that card as. So this is someone who is telling you, yeah, things can be great. We are going to have a lot to celebrate. Let's unite our family. There's good luck here. This is we're destined to be together, or this is destiny for you, or it's time for you to evolve. This is someone who's maybe bringing in some sort of new conditions to your life. So this could be someone offering you a new job, offering you more stability in your home life, or the ability to have financial stability in your life. This person makes you incredibly happy, and this is all taking place within Leo season. Third card for me a lot of the times is a timing deck. So this definitely, Mercury retrograde, is taking place during Leo season. So you have an individual, could be a child or someone younger than you, or someone who's just more youthful, either like in appearance or actions, really, I almost want to say talking a good game, or trying to sell you on moving forward, like telling you all the benefits of moving forward. And like I said, for a lot of you, if they're not a fire sign, they're a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Oh, look at that. This person wants to offer you their unconditional love, an apology, forgiveness, knowledge, happiness, success. Okay, so in your hopes and fears is communication with the Knight of Swords. Maybe you're afraid of telling the job you have to leave. Part of you is hoping that you can do it, and then part of you is fearing what their reaction will be. Or, you know, if you're leaving behind a person, or if you have to tell a landlord you're moving or something like that, you know, part of you is hopeful. You're looking forward to doing that so you can put it behind you. And part of you might be afraid of the reaction. So why is the Knight of Swords here for hopes and fears for the Gemini collective? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. The Knight of Swords in the upright is being clarified by the Hangman in the upright, the Ace of Pentacles in the upright, and the Moon in the upright. Gemini, the World. Again, Gemini, you're closing something out. You're walking away from something. You're making the mental decision to do it and the emotional decision. I'm surprised we didn't see the Eight of Cups here. I don't think you're going to actually leave like the job within August or leave the relationship, but you're emotionally saying, I'm done here. You're mentally saying, I'm done. This is a definitive decision. There's like no, we've seen the World card twice now. For a lot of you, it's a choice in lovers. So your hope is, I hope I can, Hangman, get the right perspective and do the right thing here. I hope I can have a new beginning, a new opportunity, a new life, but I'm afraid. I'm afraid of what I don't know. The Moon is secrets. The Moon is things that are yet to be revealed to you. Maybe the opposite of the Moon is the Sun. Maybe that's why you have this other person here saying, but this, was it in either the Aries or the Taurus reading, I can't remember, but if you're around my age, I'm 50, I was talking about the Oxy infomercial with Billy Mays from years ago before he died, and it was like, but wait, there's more, but wait, I feel like as you're sitting here in your hopes and fears, wanting to communicate that you want a new start, or whatever this is for you, you have this external person. Every time you bring up a fear, they're like, but this. And you're like, well, I don't know if I want to start another job, but you can make more money. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to work from home, but you're going to blah, blah, blah. Like, it's like, but wait, there's more. Call right now, like do it right now. But that's your hope and fear, Gemini. Your hope is, I hope I have the right perspective on this. I hope I'm doing the right thing. I hope this leads me to prosperity. Ace of Pentacles is the manifestation of prosperity. But the Moon is confusion. Do I really know everything about this person, place, or thing? You're very insecure. So yeah, that's your hope and fear is to have this communication, but you're afraid of what happens when you have this communication. The Lovers, Gemini, that's your influence here. Love, union, relationships, values, a divine love. I always see the Lovers card as a divine love. Stronger than a soulmate connection. Some readers call it twin flame. I have yet to see the Empress or Emperor appear here, but you never know. Typically, that's what I need to see. I do have the High Priestess here, which is, for me, the 5D personification of the Divine Feminine. I don't have the Hermit here, which as a reader, I see as the Divine Masculine. But again, we still have a little bit more to go in this reading. Why is the Lovers here? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. The Lovers card is being clarified by the Fool again. Gemini, you're going for it. The Hierophant, you're going for it. 3 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands again, followed by the Queen of Swords. There you are, masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. This is your truth. You know this is your truth. The Hierophant, a lot of people call it the Pope card because there's 2 people like bowing before the person. But the Pope card, the Hierophant, is someone who they're so rooted in this belief. It's like it's who they are. Some people call it the religion card or the marriage card. But for me, as a reader, it's always been like, these are your most deeply, strongly held beliefs, right? They are rooted in concrete. There's no unearthing them. There isn't any, negotiation. It's non-negotiable. You know what you want. You want a passionate new beginning. I love the Queen of Swords. Oh, wow, Gemini. Almost ending your reading with the same 3 of Swords we saw at the onset. You're cutting yourself free from any of these negative thoughts you had. The Moon card, I don't know, I'm afraid. Well, what if this and what if that? And I have all these burdens. And you cut yourself free. The Queen of Swords, King of Swords wields the Ace of Swords, which is the sword of truth, which we saw here in your subconscious. You cut yourself free from all the mental anxiety and you're ready for this passionate new beginning. You want this. It's in your bones, Gemini, and no one's going to dissuade you from it. No one's going to dissuade you from it. And your choices, and that's why I said I didn't think you're going to do the action quite just yet, but it's a definitive choice by the end of Mercury retrograde. I'm leaving behind whatever situation or relationship that was that didn't work out for me. I'm done with it. I'm looking into the future. This is a very proactive Gemini by the end of Mercury retrograde. I'm making plans. I want new experiences. I did a reading for us, for you, about a month ago. And, energy is subjective because we're all on different timelines, right? But I had said the Gemini collective was no longer waiting for their ships to come in. They were going to build their own ships. Some of you started doing that already. Others of you, remember I said you might be a little bit later in that timeline. And I think in that reading I said September, which is ironic because we got this in the September placement for Libra season. The Libra season, I think, starts the 23rd or 24th, depending on where you are in the world. You're building your own ship with great self-confidence, moving forward. Some of you physically making the decision to move, like move out of your 4 of Wands, physically making the decision that you need to sell your home, acquire another living situation, maybe moving in with someone, I don't know. But there's a moving on. This is an energy, again, with that Chariot energy, like I gotta go. I just heard the Aerosmith song, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. I'll post a link to that below for those of you not familiar with that song. I don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to fall asleep because I'd miss you, babe, and I don't want to miss a thing. You are moving forward, Gemini, with a particular person, place, or thing. Could be in your professional, personal, romantic life because you don't want to miss a thing. That's how you're ending Mercury retrograde. Some lingering feeling for heartbreak, but knowing that you have to do this, like the time is now. The time is now. Now, I think your planning is going to be about a month because the way I practice this reading and I meditate on it, this takes us right to the end of Mercury retrograde and gives you a month on whatever your influence is. So I think you're ending Leo season with a very clear, very, very clear, sharp mind on what you're doing, emotionally disconnecting from the past, mentally disconnecting, refocused on the future, planning, possibly planning with someone else. No, this is an unwavering decision. There's no flip-flopping on this moving forward from this time period, Gemini. And taking a good month of Virgo season to figure it all out because you're going to use all the power, skills, and tools you need to take action come Libra season. Tell me more about this action that the Gemini collective is taking. What is this action that the Gemini collective will be taking? I just saw the King of Wands, which I like seeing because that is the ultimate person in tarot who takes action, right? Aside from an emperor or empress. So that's someone ready to go to war, to win, to make their dreams come true. Oh, we have an extra card here. We have the Four of Cups came flying out. So we're going to just leave that as an extra. I'm going to clarify that. Let's set our intentions now, Gemini. Why is the Magician card here? What is Gemini working towards? What will they be moving forward on come Libra season? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. The Magician, the upright is being clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. Told you you're going to be working hard. Ten of Swords, you're putting an end to something. And the Empress, there you are, whether you're masculine or feminine. Bottom of the deck, Six of Pentacles to the Seven of Cups to the Three of Pentacles. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Come Libra season, you're going to work hard to put an end to the past. Anything that hurt you, any type of betrayal, a job that didn't work out, a friend that didn't work out, a family member that crossed you, whatever that Three of Swords was in the beginning, this is a beautiful progression of healing, nurturing yourself, knowing what you want, almost heart and mind fighting itself, making the decision, detaching, making plans, taking a good month to make those plans, and then boom, almost like off to the races. Four of Cups, you are rejecting. Rejecting third party, rejecting if someone was breadcrumbing you or kept you as an option even. Whatever this is, I'm telling you that if it's a third party situation, it's coming to an end. I don't care what point on the triangle you are, it's coming to an end. For your betterment. It's a choice you're making. Either your partner's making it to come towards you, or you're making it to just leave the situation entirely. Either way, it's like you're part of the decision, you're part of the planning. So I don't feel like this is being done to you and you don't know about it. You're either doing this with a partner because they're leaving someone, or you're doing it yourself because you want to exit whatever heartbreaking situation this was. Either way, you end this reading, my friend, as the Empress in the upright, beautiful divine feminine energy. We started your reading with the clarification of the High Priestess, which I said was divine feminine, 5D spiritual, and the 3D personification, us in our meat suits. And this could very well be masculine. We all embody feminine and masculine energy anyway. So this is wealth. This is abundance. This is sexual empowerment. This is financial empowerment. This is the best qualities of all four queens and all four kings. And it's a good 2 to 3 weeks until you get there. But whatever this is has left you smarter, stronger, happier. This is like an evolution of a Gemini I'm watching here. Literally the evolution of a Gemini. I want to clarify that Four of Cups though. Someone is going to feel abandoned by this, I believe. Someone's going to have regret that they didn't treat you better. And could be a job. Someone's going to feel frustrated that you're doing this. Who is this Four of Cups here? Because that's not you feeling that way. Someone's daydreaming almost that you take them back, or you take their offer, or their re-sign-on bonus. Or if you're leaving a job, they could offer you a re-sign-on bonus. And you're like, nah, no thanks, I'm good. Who's the Four of Cups here? One more shuffle, please, and thank you. Four of Cups in the upright being clarified by Eight of Swords in the upright, Queen of Wands in the upright, and the Ace of Wands, the other person. I always see the Queen of Wands. If this is third party, it's the other person. Because in a third party reading, I always see Queen of Wands as the other party. Whoever's being left behind is the person who has been up in their head wanting a passionate new beginning with you. And you're like, nah, bro, nah, sis, not having it. So that's the Four of Cups. Whoever you were worried about leaving behind, that's who's receiving the news. Ace of Wands being news, and being up in their head about it. Bottom of the deck, the Star card. Lots of healing to go around here for that Page of Wands. Again, your new beginning, healing and moving towards your new beginning, to your Nine of Cups, your ultimate wish fulfillment, Gemini, which I do believe is your Ten of Cups, which we saw here for you. We saw the Ten of Cups here twice for you, actually. So good for you, Gemini. Let's get you some advice, and I'll give you some of the signs that you'll be dealing with during this Mercury retrograde period in respect to this situation. Advice here for the Gemini collective dealing with this situation. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Advice we have for you, have faith. It's not always easy to have faith and trust that everything will be okay, yet still you must do exactly that. Because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in magical ways that you never imagined were possible. Remember, Gemini, you are the magician of tarot. Bottom of the deck, we have bravery, and we saw that here with 2 strength cards, plus the magician, the lover's card. You're being asked to make a tough decision that you've been putting off because of fear, which is understandable. But you do have the strength and bravery to make this decision, and you will feel so much lighter when you do. Absolutely. So carefree, Gemini. You got two Fool cards, and the Page of Wands we saw twice, which I say is the minor arcana card to the Fool card. And you definitely have all of the strength, courage, perseverance you need to move forward. Let me give you some signs, Gemini, before I give you your other cards there, because I have a couple others for you. You could be dealing with another Gemini, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I do have Leo, although I'm taking Leo more as meaning Leo season, but take that if it resonates to you. I do have Leo again. Chariot is Cancer. Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. A lot of cups here. A lot of cups. So maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in terms of energy. Lovers is Gemini. Taurus in the Hierophant. Sorry about that. Empress, Taurus, or Libra. And we have you, of course. Aries, Leo, Sag in the Queen / King of Wands. And, of course, you, Gemini, there with the as the Magician. Could also be a Virgo. Moonology cards here for Gemini dealing with this situation. Chasing your 10 of Cups. I think that's what I'm going to call your video. Chasing your 10 of Cups. Emotions are running high. Supermoon. Any other messages for Gemini at this time, please and thank you. Oh, okay. Gemini, bottom of the deck, show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius, which is amazing because for those of you who know astrology, what is at the end of Leo season, which is at the end of Mercury retrograde? If you said a full moon in Aquarius, my friends, you, ding, 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 you win. So show the world the real you. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. We had a new moon in Leo on July 4th. It could have been when all of this started August 4th. Why did I say July? August 4th. So I think for a lot of you, it started right around that new moon in Leo. You have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. Emotions are running high, super moon. And you have, it's time to take action, new moon in Aries. I'm telling you, if you got Aries placement, watch that reading. And final advice for you, Gemini, dealing with this. I like this, Gemini. You're making the decision to take the risk, regardless of who you hurt. Regardless of who you hurt, because you're tired of hurting yourself. And you're going to chase your 10 of Cups, whatever, or whomever that is. Some of you doing this with a partner. Others of you doing it alone. Just knowing that there's someone else out there for you. But still an incredibly empowering, beautiful energy for you. So, final message for the Gemini collective dealing with the situation during Mercury retrograde. What do we have, Gems? We have psychic insight, which really is here, the High Priestess. Psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. So that's what I have for you, Gemini, for Mercury retrograde. If you like this message, found it fun, entertaining, or enlightening, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, my friend, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.